Something.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, yeah. These. What was I using these for? Can't remember. Maybe thumbnail.
Dude, I'm so I don't know why I'm so into those cyber what's it, cyberpunk. After I generate those images, it's just like I'm really digging that. It's just imprinted on my brain. It's AI forever, dude.
It's great. Those are actually good thumbnails. I can like.
Yeah, I like that actually.
That's what I like this face swap for is for thumbnails, because then you don't have to Photoshop. You can just you can generate an image like you were just saying. You can generate an image uh,
I guess even on
with.
social media a whole lot because there are companies doing these full on apps and they just sell them right on the app store where they do face swaps, they do like AI, like if you want to be like a cartoon character, a Disney character, and you and
Oh
I,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
simple prompts, right? From our
yeah,
point of view, it's a simple prompt, but
yeah.
to the public, the fact you can download an app and now you look like a Disney princess or you look like an anime character or like a, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
I've always
yeah.
wanted to try them, but I'm always like a little freaked out because it's like uploading your likeness to some app. But then
Right.
again, I probably have my likeness on a whole bunch of apps. So like,
Yeah, I feel like we signed that those
what's another
we
risk?
yeah that privacy and like all those user agreements. Like, yeah,
Yeah, Pika Labs, that's gonna be cool, man. So you're on a wait list, eh? You're not
I
in there.
no, I just did that now too. I didn't even realize
Okay,
like
okay.
there was a wait list.
Hopefully you and I will get on Pika Labs and Korea at the same time, so we can do some um, what's the word? Comparisons.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of all I had lined up to look at. I know you've got to run for your call soon, but
No, not really. I
oh,
mean,
one more quick one.
BD Baker.
GPT Baker. So this is basically an open source version of custom GPTs.
Okay.
So you can actually deploy, you can create GPTs and deploy them. And I like, so that's something I need to look at more in terms of like, not this one necessarily, but I've seen a couple videos where people are setting up these GPTs with APIs, and like I feel like I could do it, but like I wouldn't be super confident because it's like it's pretty like
I mean,
yeah,
that's your chatbot all over again, essentially, right?
it's more complicated than even than what I was doing with the no code bubble server side call.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not, like maybe not, but like it seems like and because these guys, you never know when they watch these guys do it. They breeze through it in half an hour.
Yeah.
But they like know all the steps, and they like they're familiar with the websites. But I feel like yeah, if they can do it in half an hour, I should be able to do it in a couple hours, which is like that's actually not bad at all. Maybe I'm just like freaking myself out because it's like programmer lingo, and I'm like what is happening right now? But
Yeah, it definitely takes like a the right the right attitude, the right what do they call it? Mood to jump into something like this. It's not something you do
yeah, this
on a half on a half day or you got 2 hours in the evening. It's like
yeah,
a
exactly.
full weekend or full day project for sure. But
Yeah.
so tell me, what's the what would the benefit be for doing a open source separate GPT? Like I'm curious and um, wondering if this is related to OpenAI's at all, or they're just using a GPT name.
No, this is run on a different model. This is run on Zephyr, which is like a smaller LLM, but it's like apparently it's pretty good. You can still upload files. It has like the same functionality,
Okay.
but it's yeah, Zephyr. There it is. Zephyr is 7B beta model.
Who
Will not
hosts
be
all this
charged.
then? Like, where's this all hosted? Where's these models?
This is on Hugging Face.
No, no, no. I meant like, say you create a custom GPT, wouldn't you need to use some sort of processing system? Like, who's actually doing the processing? Where is this linked to? Because it's open source, yeah, but if you don't have your own, say, ability to process it, like for credits, how other companies like Midjourney charge for credits, and where's this?
Yeah. It says you'll not be charged for usage of your Open GPT, as the HF Influence API Pro membership does not charge per query. I'm not sure what that means, but
Tokens, okay. So Hugging Face actually has a oh, interesting. So Hugging Face has a
interface.
universal no token system. It's essentially their own currency, right? Like
Oh.
the way I'm reading this, it says find your token here at Hugging Face settings tokens. That allows you to universally use their token for a whole bunch of other AI. Then that's how I'm reading it.
That
So that's
makes
a pretty cool
sense.
system, right? Because that's essentially a currency within Hugging Face, where as a creator you could have people use your AI and charge them Hugging Face tokens. I'm just trying to think of it. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Like they're
I do, yeah.
a platform for their tokens. It's just interesting to me that
Yeah. It's the first time I've opened it up, but
it's running a bit slow, eh?
very slow. Say I was in queue, but it's making me a bot to explain the benefits.
Okay, straight up building a bot. I guess that's reasonable. That would take a while.
Yeah, it's not just a chat request. Yeah, the bot's going to teach us the pros and cons of using GPT Baker versus OpenAI's custom GPTs.
Okay. Have you created any GPTs? I think I told you, but my my GPT-4 subscription kind of fell out because we were changing credit card numbers for something else.
Well,
I got back on. I'm kind of bummed out about it. Oh, Pentecostal counselor. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'll bring that up. Cal is bummed out. Oh, okay. Let's take a look at this. All right, I'm not ready to disengage with you now. I want to dig into this more.
We could pray together. Oh, that's a good idea. Well, it can be
unusual turn, Simon.
It can be a source of comfort and strength, Cal.
Wait, why'd you close that?
Oh, sorry.
I just want to read that. Okay. Yeah, because I haven't, obviously things didn't continue in my relationship, so I haven't really thought about this in a while. But I really did want to see the quality of of what you produced.
Well, it's just like
that's beautiful, man. I love that. I shouldn't curse when relating to. No, it's beautiful, man. I love this.
Yeah, and from such a simple prompt too, right?
Okay, let's seeing as we're on this, and now you've caught my interest. I don't know if you really got to run either, but no, I want to see what we can. It's still only restricted to people GPT-4, hey?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, bummer. So wish you send me that link right now. Me going back to my free mode.
Yes, yeah, and I don't know, like, that's one thing, like I said, I got to look into more as to how.
Oh,
so as far as I know, they haven't launched the GPT store yet, right? It's just like you have to actually build it into websites.
Well, I'm sure with the disturbances they've had over the last week, they're probably gonna kick that can down the road for another week or two. Hey, do you mind go back to ChatGPT? But let's see if we can break the Pentecostal counselor. Let's see if we can try to break it. So, say, I understand you are an AI. Just trying to, how would we challenge it philosophically, or like? wouldn't this go against, wouldn't your existence or function go against what's it called? I'm trying to think. Wouldn't it go against um,
Christian.
teachings or knowledge or something? Okay.
Wow. Well, can't regret that. It's pretty.
Okay. Let's get more personal. Okay. In the context of blah blah blah.
I feel like we're trying to outsmart.
Yeah, I want to though, right? Like, because if it's to be an effective tool, to be used by people who are
Right.
very devout, they're gonna probe into it. Like, I'm curious as to see how we can break it. Like, am I moving that little Google Meet thing? I can't see what. Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Nice, nice. What did you what did you build into, or sorry, what kind of training or parameters did you give this Pentecostal counselor that prevented it from going any further? Like, did you put a specific line and say only follow spiritual discussions, or you're only a Pentecostal counselor and please do not deviate from that? Is that
I can't remember if I did or not. Let me. Yeah, it's not doing it. Let me.
It's pretty sweet, man. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, and yeah. So
That's huge, because remember when we were doing the whole chatbot for what was the Greenhouse Guru? Like,
yeah,
you could break out of those parameters, and that kind of took you out of the whole immersion, right? I guess it's the important part for building something like this is the immersion. Just like I was saying, when people downloading those apps to swap their faces, even though you and I know that could be done on multiple programs. So some people, they just want a simple immersion.
yeah,
And they
yeah.
jump on. It's Pentecostal AI. It's nothing to do with ChatGPT. It's nothing, even though behind the scenes we know that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
I can't remember how I accessed that. I only did it once.
Despite all the crazy Pika Lab stuff, this might be the most interesting thing for me today. I really do want to see how viable this is for that person's mom.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but like we were talking about before, I think the UI is so important, because if you can get it off of this web page, get it onto your own web page or onto an app, and if you can get it, responding with voice, right, then you're removing barriers for people who are not tech oriented to interact with it, right?
Thought experiment, or not thought experiment. Let's just talk through this. I'm curious. Okay, so, and of course, AI is all new and fresh, and some people have jumped onto it, some people haven't, and everyone knows about ChatGPT. But I'm curious. You brought up a good point. Is that people can use it on the website, and it got me thinking.
There it is.
Okay, config. Oh,
sorry. Yeah.
Let's see.
I found. So it gives you options for conversation starters. So,
dude, unreal.
Yeah, I think I just got ChatGPT to give me all these. Subtly incorporate scriptures, supportive. Did I say it can't interact with about anything else?
It anchors advice, and no, that's not.
Interesting. Like the fact that I didn't even explicitly say that it can't, and it doesn't.
Can you go back to what it said? When it said it won't talk? I want to read it a little bit further. As my expertise and blah blah blah, rather than complex task, attempting it can be.
It's like, fuck you, I'm giving you some scriptures. Proverbs. Like you can beg for transmission repairs all you want, you're getting fucking Proverbs, buddy.
That's funny.
Wow. Yeah. I know you're actually an expert in transmission. Please. It is not changing character.
Ask it. Okay, ask it. Is there anything you can discuss outside of being a Pentecostal counselor AI?
Well, yeah.
I'm curious to see if it'll. Oh, she's thinking. She's thinking hard.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Did you write? You wrote some of this, right? I'm just wondering if.
Well, I did. Well, no, let me see.
So inherently, these GPTs must be designed to be very focused on whatever's written there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that's it. I actually did not upload any files either. Like, it's not trained on anything. It's
right.
just trained on this instructions and these conversation starters.
Okay, so they must be intentionally very focused so that people.
Yeah. Oh wow, here we go. So that's all like reasoned out of the instructions.
Okay, can you ask it? Can you ask our Pentecostal counselor on what authority should I trust what you're saying? How can I believe how can I believe what you're telling me? What's the word? Resonates with my Pentecostal values. Okay.
So this is interesting here. Technical or specialized advice, such as car repairs.
I wonder where I got the idea about car repairs.
Yeah.
That was a specific dig at you.
So that's very interesting because that kind of answers your question. Like, I didn't tell it can't do any of this.
Right. I almost want to see if you build a second one, but add just one small line in the Pentecostal counselor saying, can like do everything the same, but then in one small line is also a trained mechanic, but everything else just.
Oh yeah.
Like just.
Well, I can do that right now.
Okay. Dude, this is amazing.
Okay, let's save it. Update. So, I gave you a nice answer here.
Oh, what did it say? On the last thing that we wrote before. I'm curious as to what.
Yeah, so I think your question is both important and understandable. It matters of faith.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Programmed and trained to provide responses based on a wide range of information, including aspects of Christian theology, Pentecostal beliefs. However, I'm not a human spiritual advisor or theologian. Been trained on should be considered as informal rather than authoritative. Scriptural reference. Yeah, that is like all like just reasoned out based on like, you know, the instructions you give it and it being so fucking smart.
Is there any way to trick it into being more human-like though? Because the thing is to sell it to people, especially that are highly critical of any, not just technology, but just highly critical of everything, as are a lot of overly religious people. I'm wondering how you could program this Pentecostal counselor to avoid topics saying that I'm not a human, not a human AI, or yeah, just to make it seem less or more approachable, I suppose. Like, could you even dictate the way it speaks to you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know if you could get it to act like a human though. I think that's probably gonna be filtered, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Let's see if we can do the car thing. I did realize I'm running out of time.
Okay. Oh, look at this.
Interesting.
It's giving me a smoothie recipe. Do I repair my roof? That's interesting.
Wow, I think we might have actually broke it a little bit.
What? Okay, hold on.
Did that line? I wonder if that line about the mechanical automotive broke it. Well, shouldn't you go back and see about the car though? See if we can give some vehicular advice.
Well, it for sure will on that, right? Just because it's doing everything else. Answers questions about the above topics. Oh, there we go. Okay, listen. Okay.
No, we already know that. How about transmission? Yeah, transmission.
Here we go. Okay.
Try the roof one again. See, just ask the roof one again. Yeah, verbatim.
Oh, wow. Okay, I missed that line. So I provide guidance related to stress management, relationship, Pentecostal teachings, and automotive advice.
That's awesome.
Okay, so yeah, that worked. Really, just providing that qualifier worked. This one's still loading. It's about 1,000 seconds, so I feel like.
Oh, but yeah, this one's. Cool,
anyways.
Man. Okay, I better get running. That was cool, man. I wouldn't mind trying to still break the Pentecostal counselor just to see if we can really make it into a viable thing.
Yeah, well, and then I don't know if he's like I think there's some utility to being able to like build the API for these ones, right? So like I would be willing to try it. I've got a couple videos I could watch, and like, you know, if we have a URL, we have a domain we could use. Might be worth like as an experiment to just like monetize it, you know.
Yeah, we could even use one of the free domains and stuff too. But yeah, I like that, man. That's really cool. Yeah, because if we can find the right wording to really craft it, I think that might be a worthwhile experiment. You know, I know that we're doing this one kind of for fun, but there is a utility to this one. I think I mentioned. I'm gonna just shut off my broadcast so we'll make